Hello and welcome to the classes of Mastering Biology. Today we are going to start with a new chapter and the name is How Do Organisms Reproduce? You must have studied this part of the chapter in your lower classes. So, how do organisms reproduce? Yes. What is the meaning of this word reproduction? So, reproduction is basically a process. My dear children, it is not a life process because this is important for the survival of species, for a group of organisms, not for the individual. The initial four processes that we studied, the nutrition, respiration, transportation, and excretion, were important for the survival of individual. So in a population of many, if one organism or two organisms do not reproduce, it doesn't make a difference to the community, to the population as a whole. So reproduction is not a life process, first thing. Secondly, reproduction is a process in which organisms produce more of its kind. The organisms produce more of its kind. That is, when cats are going to reproduce, they're going to produce more cats. When birds are going to reproduce, that particular bird is going to produce more of its own kind. Human beings produce babies, and so similar offsprings are produced. So a process in which organisms produce more of its kind is called reproduction. What is the significance? What is the importance of this process? The importance of this process, the first thing, it helps to maintain the continuity of the species. It helps to maintain the continuity of the species. Clear? So maintaining the continuity of species, as I've told you, to have more particular kind of bird or to have more lion or more tiger, what do they need to do? They need to reproduce to maintain the continuity of the species. Secondly, this important point, it adds to variations. Now, this significance is not particularly of all the types of reproduction. We will study the types of reproduction and we'll understand where it plays a role. But for here, you need to know that it adds to variation in sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, the variations are added. And because of this, it plays a role in evolution of species. Evolution of species means changes happen in the organism with the help of variations, and then suddenly a new organism which belongs to the same species, which initially belonged to the same species, is now created, having so many variations accumulated. So it is a different species. It helps in upgrading of the species. Clear? So this is what is reproduction and what is the significance. As we move further, we need to understand that what is actually reproduction doing? So you all know your cells have this material which is DNA. This is said to be the genetic material. This is said to be the genetic material, right? What is the meaning of genetic material? A material which carries genes, which carries the information about how the body structure is going to be planned or designed, right? The way whenever we are planning for making a home, or when we are making flats, or when we are, making a question paper also, what is the first thing that we do? The first thing that we do, we make a blueprint. So this DNA is actually the blueprint of life. This is the blueprint of life. And this genetic material is only responsible to carry information. Carry information about the body structures, the functioning, etc. Everything that is happening in the body, all the structures, from the formation of my hair to the formation of the nail, how it is going to take place, what will be the shape, what will be the color, what will be the pattern, everything is decided by this DNA, because this DNA has all the information stored. So that is why I said that DNA is said to be the blueprint of life. Now, when the organism reproduces, what it is doing? It passes. So during reproduction, organism passes the genetic information via DNA, and so aptly called as the heredity vehicles. Vehicles which carry heredity, which carry information from one generation to the next generation. So organism passes the genetic information via DNA from parents to offsprings. From parents to offspring, the genetic information is transferred during this process of reproduction. So you have to keep in mind the heredity vehicles, which are the DNA, which carries the information. What is heredity? When you have some characters which are in common to your parents, in common to your grandparents, you usually come across this word. This is heredity. This is coming from the grandparents. This character is belonging to some of your aunts, maybe some uncle, maybe to your mother, right? So the genes are being carrying this information from one generation to the next generation. And you might always not have the information, or the information which is being shown, which is being presented exactly similar to your parents. There are some changes, and those changes are variations. Am I clear till here? All right. So let us move to the modes of reproduction. There are mainly two modes of reproduction. There are mainly two modes of reproduction. The first one is the asexual reproduction. And the second one is the sexual reproduction. Now, I've created the flowchart. I will write it in the form of differences. so you can easily keep it in your mind. Now, when I say the word asexual reproduction, asexual means there is no separate sex. There is no gender, there is no male, there is no female, there is no mother, there is no father. Right? So, when we say asexual reproduction, only one parent is involved. Right? When I say sexual reproduction, this involves two parents. That means this is biparental and this is uniparental. Biparental and uniparental. Clear? Uni means one, so asexual reproduction will involve only one parent. Sexual reproduction involves two parents, out of which one is a male and other is a female. So these are two parents which are involved. What about the offsprings? The offsprings, the young ones which are produced, are the exact copy. They are the exact copy of parent. That means the offsprings are identical. Photocopy. There is no variation. So that's the third point. No variation occurs. And this is usually happening by one type of cell division. The cell division involved here is mitosis. Now, what is mitosis? I will explain it to you in detail in some other video. But for now, you need to know mitosis is the type of cell division which just helps in producing more cells. Let us say this is one cell, right? It has a nucleus. It undergoes mitosis. It will produce two daughter cells. So we have two similar daughter cells, identical daughter cells. Again, two more from each, so you have identical daughter cells. So this mode of reproduction is followed in case of asexual reproduction. Cell division is the type of cell division involved here is mitosis mainly. Clear? When I say sexual reproduction, I told you two parents are involved. When two parents are involved, that means there are chances of variation. So offsprings are similar to their parents. Like you. You are not the exact copy of your either parent, either mom or father. No. You are a combination. You have some characters from your mother, some characters from your father. And there are certain new characters that did not appear in your parents, but they were present in your grandparents. Right? So offsprings are, we say, similar, they resemble, right? Therefore, variations are present or variations occur during sexual reproduction. What is the reason behind the variation is this type of cell division. The type of cell division involved here is meiosis. And this meiosis is responsible for a very, very important type of cells which are produced, and those type of cells are the gametes. Meiosis help in gamete formation. Gamete, the germ cells, which will reproduce, which will interact, which will fertilize, and they result in the formation of one complete organism. So the type of reproduction, the type of cell division involved in asexual reproduction was mainly mitosis. The type of reproduction, the division involved in sexual reproduction is mainly meiosis, because the process starts from gamete formation. But yes, afterwards it will be later followed by mitosis only. So it will be later followed by mitosis. But initially, meiosis will take place, which results in the formation of gamete. So this is all about what is reproduction, why is it important, what is the significance, and what are the modes of reproduction. In the next video, you will find detailed introduction and detailed explanation about the asexual reproduction, and then it will be followed by sexual reproduction. Till then, thank you. Keep revising, keep working hard, and clear your doubts. Ask your queries in the comment box. Thank you.